In this video, we're going to explore why you should not tell Jefferson Peralez the truth during the quest Dream On in Cyberpunk 2077. What's up, everyone? Big Dan here. I make videos about RPGs and gaming commentary, so if you enjoy this video, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to Big Dan Gaming. Without further ado, let's dive right in. 95 times out of 100, I believe it's best to tell the truth. But this is one of those special circumstances where being truthful does more harm than good. So let's set the scene. Jefferson Peralez is completely and utterly f***ed. He just doesn't know it yet. You'll be first contacted by Jefferson and his wife Elizabeth to investigate the death of former Night City Mayor Lucius Rhine. Later, they'll ask you to help investigate a mysterious break-in to their apartment, which their private security outfit SSI denies even happened. This is where we really start going down the rabbit hole of what the Peraleses are up against. Jeff is running for mayor of Night City, and so far he's managed to mount a successful campaign without any corporate backing. Think of him like a younger Bernie Sanders who loves guns. Ironically, while Jefferson believes he is a quote-unquote independent politician who doesn't owe anyone favors, he's actually the puppet of a powerful shadowy force that he's completely unaware of. After investigating the apartment, V discovers that SSI did cover up the break-in, and they were not only operating as private security for the Perales family, they were doing some real Black Ops spying and manipulation on behalf of an unknown benefactor. If V tracks down SSI's security van and chases it to a Maelstrom hideout, she can discover the dark truth of how SSI turned Jefferson into a Manchurian candidate.
Brain scans, the Perales' biological casts, neuroplasticity.
What about that? The blue shit?
Fresh neural links. They're not spying on them, Johnny. They're f***ing with their heads.
Mean to say someone's literally controlling our upstanding politicians' minds?
If you try calling Jefferson first, you'll go straight to voicemail, which gives you some unique dialogue with Elizabeth.
Hi, you've reached my private line. I can't come to the holo right now. If it's important, please reach out to Liz. Thanks.
All right then.
V, do you have any news?
Couldn't get through to Jefferson, so...
Jeff's in Campaign HQ. He probably just didn't notice your call. Tell me what you know.
Things get even darker from here. Elizabeth asks V to meet in Japantown to discuss the situation. She reveals that she was somewhat aware of the mind control operation, but she didn't know who was behind it or why. She was just terrified of what might happen to her and Jefferson if she told her husband what she knew.
They threaten you? Try to blackmail you?
They said I was walking on thin ice. That if we kept stirring up trouble, Jeff could have an accident. Then they wiped any record of our conversation. It was as if it had never happened. So I'm begging you, V. Jefferson can't find out about any of this. Ever. His life depends on it.
V is faced with one last choice. You can either reveal the truth to Jefferson or blame SSI's shenanigans on his mayoral opponent, Weldon Holt. But before you reach the meeting point with Jefferson, V receives a call and a cyber attack from a mysterious phone number.
Yeah?
It doesn't matter what you tell him. It doesn't matter what you think of doing or do. You can't change anything.
What?
We know who you are. We know what you are. We know what you want. You are playing with fire. Don't dare cross the line.
CDPR left several breadcrumbs in this quest that suggest a powerful artificial intelligence may be the one manipulating Jefferson and Elizabeth. Johnny Silverhand hints at this explicitly at the end of the quest.
Somehow I doubt it's people who are behind this.
So aliens?
Very funny. You're too young to remember this, but not so long ago, people talked about rogue AIs prowling cyberspace.
You'll also see a mysterious man watching over the meeting point with Jefferson. If you scam him, he'll be identified as Mr. Blue Eyes, which is a character V can meet during the epilogue section of the Path of Glory ending. Many in the Cyberpunk community have speculated that Mr. Blue Eyes is an AI-controlled husk, owing to the persistent glowing eyes, which are reminiscent of scenarios where people are being controlled by a program or AI. We see this with the various dolls we meet in Cyberpunk. Mr. Blue Eyes may have been the one to call V and warn her about the risks of getting involved in the Peralez situation. So if this is what Jefferson and Elizabeth are up against, what can Jeff really do in the face of a powerful AI that's manipulating his thoughts from the shadows? He doesn't even know where to begin with tracking down and stopping the forces behind this. It's enough to drive anyone into paranoia and insanity, and this is exactly what happens if you reveal the truth to Jefferson.
Hey, it's Peralez. B, you're gonna want to hear this. But first, we need to go somewhere no one's listening. Okay, so my wife, Elizabeth, she's in on the whole thing. She keeps saying I should look after myself. Tells me to take these pills. Says they're vitamins. Got them analyzed at a lab. And they look okay. But how am I supposed to know if somebody didn't falsify the results? When you got a sec, call me, okay? Oh yeah, and don't forget to delete this message.
If you conceal the truth and blame the operation on Weldon Holt, Jefferson is just as determined to deal with the situation, but his efforts will be misplaced. This is still not a great ending by any means. He'll be a happy puppet in the mayor's office, manipulated by an AI without his knowledge.
Hey, V. Jefferson Peralez here. You know, mayor of Night City. I'm calling about our recent program to tackle homelessness. What do you say about being the head of my security detail, huh? As you know, the number of people I can trust are few and far between. Next week, we're going to be raising the city's taxes. So, things might get a little hairy. Come by. We'll hammer out a good deal for you. I'm no any pincher when it comes to safety. All right. Well, we'll be in touch, V.
But the silver lining is that his relationship with his wife is still good, and he's much happier. Whereas if he knows the truth, he becomes paranoid of anyone and everything, even Elizabeth. His quality of life is dramatically lower when the truth is brought to light. And here's the thing, he's screwed either way. Knowing the truth doesn't make him any less a puppet of the AI. His thoughts and memories can still be edited and manipulated. Awareness doesn't give him the ability to fight back or resist in any organized fashion because it's not even clear who or what he's fighting against. I'm curious to see if the rogue AIs will be explored further in the Phantom Liberty DLC, but for now, the story of Jefferson Peralez is complete. At the end of the day, I believe it's best to keep Jefferson in the dark because bringing him into the light doesn't really help him. As Johnny says,
Doesn't matter who or what. Our guy's outmatched. They can do whatever they want. He's fucked, V.
So there you have it. Why you should not tell the truth to Jefferson in Cyberpunk 2077. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe to Big Dan Gaming for more Cyberpunk and RPG videos. Big shout out to all the channel members for supporting my content. Until next time, this has been Big Dan. I should go.